Hi everyone! This is Shar of YellowYum and I am joined by Robyn, Dane, and Nico! Today we will be discussing the twins' 9 to 12 months update. So they are now, officially they're now 13 months old, and we're gonna go back a few months before to discuss what happened during the 9 to 12 months update of Nico and Nia. So I have Robyn and Dane here to also share their experiences with Nico and Nia. So we're gonna start with feeding. Okay, first, they are still breastfed from 9 to 12 months. So they still drink breast milk, and I still tandem nurse. Normally, I do it about 4 or 5 times a day, and of course their night feeds also. But aside from breast milk, they are now eating solids.
Nico, he really likes to eat, but the thing is, most of the food that he likes, he gets rashes. Because I feel like all of the food na lang he gets rashes. So, that's a problem about Nico, but there's no other problem because he actually really eats very fast. But the thing is, Nia, she's still sometimes picky.
Like Robyn said, si Nico, he eats anything and everything. To the point na sometimes sinusuka na niya. So, parang
Overfed?
Yeah, overfed na siya. Sinusuka na siya. Si Nia naman, I noticed that she's a snacker. As in, when it comes to meals, super inconsistent. Like,
Sometimes
sometimes
madami.
kakainin niya madami, sometimes no. Sometimes, parang kunyari today, she likes this dish, pero mamaya or tomorrow, okay, ayaw na niya pa snack. But when it comes to snacks,
Wow.
when she sees you putting something by hand sa mouth mo, then she will ask for the snack.
But sometimes when they eat, whenever she likes it, she eats a lot. But if she doesn't like it, as in no, she will not have any of it. They eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then around maybe 11 months, that's when we started giving them snacks in between lunch and dinner. Because I removed one nursing. So instead of milk, they eat snacks. So usual snacks, biscuits, fruits, bread, because Dane has been baking bread like pandesal and cheese bread, so that's what they eat also. Let's continue on with their sleeping habits. So for sleeping, they still nap. From 9 to 12 months, they have morning nap and afternoon naps. And then for nighttime, around, I'd say 10 months, we started, instead of 8 p.m., we started their nursing around 8:30. So before, it's earlier, but now mas later na siya. Because I noticed that if I feed them earlier, they still wake up like around 10, 11 p.m. to nurse again. So instead of doing that, medyo minove ko a little later na lang. Usually, the naps, in the morning, they nap around 10:30 a.m. And then, in the afternoon, around 3-ish.
Usually sa morning, no, diba? Ang hirap na panap. Like before lunch. That's why yung difficulty is always during lunch, they fall asleep on their chairs.
While having lunch.
Yeah, while
parang
having lunch,
groggy.
they'll fall asleep. Or they don't want to eat kasi they're not in the mood na. They're just whining all the time.
Kasi they're sleepy. If they nap a little earlier, so like 2 to 30, so there's another nap before dinner.
Like, sobrang bonus if they fall asleep after you breastfeed. Parang, okay, go na. Kaso the thing is, yung mga naps nila, super short.
Super short.
Laging power nap lang.
Parang 15 minutes, sometimes not even 15 minutes. Like after I nurse, because they put them sa crib, parang 5 minutes, wala, gising na. And like energy energized gising. Hindi siya yung parang still sleepy. Sometimes, what happens is, pag nagising, after like 5 minutes, Dane takes over and tinatry pa niya patulugin. So, sometimes nakakatulong. Diba? Minsan. Mostly, Nico or Nia?
Nico.
Nico.
Si Nia, ang hirap niya. Tulugin ulit.
But for nighttime, I mentioned this in the previous update. I had a very difficult time nung nighttime because they alternate or sometimes sabay and then they don't sleep at all because they like to play with each other. Around 11 months, it got a lot better. So, what happens is I feed them night feed around 8:30. So, that's their parang last nursing. And then, if they don't sleep while nursing, we just put them on the bed, on the pillow, and then pat to sleep. Normally, those times, during that time, kaya, nag-work siya. So, they sleep on their bed na, and then, the next time that they wake, around 2 a.m., I don't nurse them. So, I just put them on my bed, close to me. When they're close to me, like, they can feel me, or maybe they can smell me, they fall asleep. Of course, there's still crying involved, but kaya. And then, I only nurse around 4 a.m. or later. So, morning na. That's when I nurse. So, nabawasan yung nursing ko because that's the only time that I nurse. That's starting around 11 months. So, changing diapers. So, they're still using diapers until now. Before, mas madalas yung changes. Now, mas hindi, but because they love drinking water, that's another thing pala. They really like drinking water. They can finish their entire bottle of water sa isang upuan. So, because they drink a lot, they also pee a lot. So, mas mabilis mapuno yung diaper nila. Mas mabilis kami nag-change because of that. And Nico is a poopster. He poops like minimum 2 times or 3 times a day. So, every time kumain, you'll be prepared because there's poop afterwards. And it's funny because since now that I have 2 babies, different pala the smell of their poop. So, wala lang. It's a trivia. They have different smells. So, also the texture, sometimes it changes also. Syempre, depending on what they're eating. So, that's their changing diaper. I don't change anymore at night. So, whatever they use, when we change them around 8 p.m., that's their nighttime diaper already. That's until the next morning around 7:30 when they wake up. Moving on to their first birthday. So, they already had their first birthday last December 27. I have a whole playlist on that. I will put that link in the information box if you want to check out our DIY setups. So, Dane and my other sister, Lian, helped me execute all the design elements. It was our first time to DIY a project, like a DIY setup. What can you say about the birthday party? The birthday setup and the party? The home celebration.
It was fun naman to do the DIY. Marami naman resources, like salamat Shopee.
Salamat Shopee!
So, ang na-miss out namin during planning was how to execute the setup.
Balloons.
Like, ang daming ideas that come into your head. Oh, we can do this, post this here, put the balloons like this, put yung fans, like this, like that. But when it comes to actually putting it up, then you realize, oh no, we don't have a hook to put it on, or this place, your curtains, the tapes won't stick, all that stuff. So that was kind of tricky, especially if we had to do it just the night before because I was scared that the balloons would deflate by the time na mag-party na, and syempre, pangit na yun.
And mahulog-hulog.
And mahulog-hulog also. And then, yung balloons din, since it was the first time to do the garlands, parang you don't know, it's actually your first time, you don't know how it's gonna turn out. So, ako, when I was inflating the balloons, I was just inflating. And then you realize that for the garlands to actually be put together, it should be smaller in size or may different sizes. So it would stick dun sa fishnet line niya properly. You learn din talaga. Parang this whole pandemic, you just learn.
And then for the party itself, it's different because it's just done at home compared to normally we usually have like a first birthday party, a bigger party with our friends and families. Because of the pandemic, we can't really do that. So, kaya sa bahay na lang siya ginawa.
I like how it turned out.
Kahit simple lang siya.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny because when my parents came, when the family came, my dad said that we really did a good job with the decoration. So, nagustuhan niya rin. We also did pala another setup for my mom because they have the same birthday. The twins and my mom, they have the same birthday. So, we also have another setup for my mom. Para when we're gonna take photos, she also has her own layout. Let's talk about the milestones of the twins. They are now very mobile. So now they walk, they kinda run kasi they're fast already. So we're very thankful that we actually have this, the fence, because if not, kung saan na sila pupunta. So at least this way, medyo prison pa sila. Must have for twins. So they're very mobile now. Funny because Robyn actually learned how to walk using a push cart. So I have that because I kept Robyn's, and then I actually bought another one for the twins. But it ended up na parang they learned by themselves. I did bring it out, the push cart, but I don't think they really used it to learn how to walk. Parang they just learned by themselves how to walk. Now they're quite fast already. So, minsan because they're very fast, they still trip because they're moving too fast. Parang mas mabilis yung galaw nila. Ganun. So, they tend to trip. That's why we still have to look after them, make sure that they don't trip and fall on something na dangerous.
So si Nia, she's such an escape artist. Like, the first time na I realized that was, we had this playset with the swing and the slide. Tapos, I was assisting her in the slide. And then I was so surprised when she went to the back of the slide and climbed up the stairs. Actually, sobrang surprised ko na I messaged Achi na, oh my gosh, super smart ni Nia. Like, how did she figure that out? Like, she climbed the stairs on her own. And then now, she actually knows how to climb and slide by herself. But you just kind of have to assist her kasi, they might topple over.
Tsaka they move so fast kasi eh.
Yeah. They like hanging out on the stairs. And then, she does escape tactics talaga. Like, they figure out how to... So, this fence, we used to not enclose it to make the space bigger. So, kasi yung one side naman, it's against the bed frame. So, they figured out na if they squeeze in, they can actually open the gate. So, si Nico, he uses his strength to actually push the fence.
He pushes the side.
Nia naman, she would,
climb up.
Konti, push it a little bit and then try to escape. And then now, she knows how to climb using these holes. Nalagay niya yung feet niya and climb, like rock climbing, just to get out. Super smart pa isa. Like, she's climbing up the fence onto the bed, and then she goes down from the bed to go out of the fence. And she knows how to go down properly then she won't, like, legs first before the upper body and stuff.
So, this girl's very smart. The boy naman, Nico, uses his strength, like what Dane said. He uses his strength to go out. Ganon. Yun naman yung ginagawa niya. And he's a very fast learner. That's one thing I noticed. He's a very fast learner. So, if you teach him to do something, ang bilis niya makuha. No, Nia?
Oh, yung isang milestone pa ni Nico. Kaya niya talagang mag-follow with, like, the music, dances and songs.
Mm-mm.
Kasi si Nico, he knows a couple of songs na like the matching movements. Pero
The
si
dance.
Mia, whenever you sing anything, hanggang clap your hands lang siya. Or if you say something, yun, gagawin niya. Si Mia, medyo...
But that's also maybe because of her hearing loss. So since she can't really hear very well, possible na kaya nagkakaroon ng difference din silang dalawa. Right, Nia? One more thing I noticed before, Nico used to be very, very sweet. Like, he likes to just kind of sit on you lang and he'll be okay na. He's very chill that way na as long as he's with somebody or he's close to somebody, it's okay. Now I notice na he prefers to be mobile. He prefers to be independent. Like, he just wants to walk, to move around, play. Si Nia naman yung mas sweet ngayon. That's what I noticed. Recently, parang si Nia yung mas bigla lalapit sa'yo, will hug you, will kiss you. And not just me, like to anybody. That's why a lot of people really like to be with Nia kasi she's very, very sweet. Si Nico kasi parang wants to experience a lot of things. So, parang mas, sige, bahala kayo dyan. I'll just do my thing here. Ganon. Si Nia naman will want to hug. Ganyan. Didikit niya yung head niya sa'yo. Yun, that's how she is now. Parang yun nga, mas pa-girl. Mas pa-sweet siya.
Nico, this morning, he actually was able to remove his table from his chair.
Oh no!
Like, he was crying so much and he was pushing his table away. So, I was just watching my iPad and then I was letting him watch. I thought it would make him a little bit more calm. But then he still kept on crying. Then he was able to push away his table. Then I was so shocked because I did not know that a baby is that strong to like break a high chair that probably a 41-year-old guy made.
Nico is okay with sharing his toys. Like, when it comes to playing, pag sila, when they play, parang si Nico is okay to share it with Nia or with somebody else, ganyan. But Nia doesn't want to share.
No. Si Mia, she doesn't want to share with Nico.
With Nico.
Pero when it comes to us, she shares it.
With Nico lang pala.
With Nico.
Tapos, si Nia, parang when she gets annoyed, she likes to bite. She likes to bite. So sometimes she has bitten Nico a few times. She has bitten Nico a few times already.
Not just biting. She loves to pull the hair.
Pull the
So,
hair.
lagi yung away nila, she will grab Nico's hair and then, she will grab Nico's hair. Tapos si Nico naman, paasar niya, she will pull out Mia's
Hearing aids. I guess we will end the video here because somebody is already very whiny and sleepy, I think. I think that's...
Camera's low bat.
And the camera is low bat now. That ends our 9 to 12 months update. So, next would be this quarter na. I'm sure that there will be more new milestones and more improvements and changes. So, I'm looking forward to those. And hopefully, they get to interact more, play more together. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to
Subscribe and like the video and put on the notifications bell.
bye. Say bye.
Bye.